Man and woman are never miserable. Husband and wife are miserable. In relativity, there is always misery. So, live in relativity, but your head should be in the absolute. Feet on the ground, head in the sky. Understand, this we have said many times before. O Partha, in the performance of his duty, he will accomplish all his desires without effort. What? It's not if you perform your duty. If you are performing where life has placed you, if you are placed here to listen to the satsang, you come to the satsang, but in the satsang you are thinking about your children, about your grandchildren, about your business, about your partner, about what you have to do tomorrow or when I am giving these examples, suddenly some incident in your family you are remembering, etc., etc., you are losing the plot. We are not saying all this to remind you of what has happened in your life. We are reminding you this as a principle. But where are you going? With these examples, you are going into your memory. You are going into your relationships. You are going back into your experiences. That is not the purpose. The purpose is to understand this is how everything is functioning. If you don't do the duty, or if you do the duty with alertness, then he says, he will accomplish all his desires without effort. What do you mean by without effort? All his desires without effort? When you are doing your duty, you are not doing it because you have a desire to do your duty. You must do your duty because that is the way to go. As a father, as a mother, as a human being, as an individual, as a seeker, if you have to think correctly, that's it. But if you add something to it, if I think correctly, then people will recognize me. If I think correctly, I'll become wise. If I think correctly, blah, 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 blah. Then your attention is already on something, it is not on thinking correctly. That if you're thinking like this is not thinking correctly. This is not thinking correctly. Thinking correctly is what is to be done has to be done. What is to be performed has to be performed. What role has to be played has to be played. And all this has to be done without attachment. It has to be done because it is required to be done. And when we live in this manner, day in and day out, moment by moment, hour, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, week by week, month by month, year after year, with a great speed, the purification happens. And a purified mind is a very creative mind. A purified mind means what? Why are we not able to achieve what we want in our life? In this light, answer. Why are we not able to achieve what we want in our life? Because
we are still having likes and dislikes.
We are still having likes and dislikes, but make it okay. Anyone else?
Distracted.
We are distracted. We are hijacked. We have other things of importance, not of what is required to be done at this moment. And once our mind gets, if our mind is not distracted, then what is that mind? If it is not distracted, it is a pure mind. Pure mind is equal to single pointed mind. Pure mind is equal to single pointed mind is equal to expanded mind. And such a mind, if one thought comes that I want this, it will immediately manifest. or ideas will come, because all your energy is intact. It is not getting leaked into distractions. All that energy goes into whatever you are thinking, and it goes and achieves it. And frankly, in a purified mind, thoughts can, desires, if at all any desire comes, it cannot be a desire for individual satisfaction. In such a purified mind, the desire comes for the total good. Because in a purified mind, only the Lord is functioning. Understand, this is the mechanics of our mind. Either we can take it towards attachment and go down that, what is that matrix, red pill or the blue pill? Which one you want to go to? Which pill you want to take? You want to take the worldly pill, or you want to take the godly pill? Or the dog pill or the God pill? See, choice is ours. Understand what are the principles on which life is functioning. How in this life itself, people like us only, who have born through a womb, have perfected themselves. Then why doubt that we can't do it? Why doubt? There should be no doubt. And if they are telling, perform like this, if they are those people who have perfected themselves, here Bhagwan, if they are telling that what Bhagavad Gita is saying is correct, then is it not on us to follow the diktats of the Gita? Is it not on us to accept what is being written as the fundamentals of living our life? See, all this Arjuna was confused. So slowly, first Lord told him, you have to perform your duty. Then he told him, be on guard. Then he told him, do your duty. Then he told him, if you do your duty, you will never fail. Then he told him, if you do your duty without getting distracted, all your desires will be fulfilled. Initially, to such a person, such thoughts have to be presented. Till that person realizes, if I purify, I will not have any desires. Oh, let him work it out. That will come in after some chapters. Not now. Right now, his desire was not to fight. Now he's saying, if you fight, then, because that is your duty, then all your desires will fulfill. And his desire was that he should not go to hell, he should not be his name should not go bad, that he should not be a cause of the Varna Sankar, etc., etc. That he should not be blamed for the death or for the killing of the grandfather and the guru and the entire Kaurava army. It's a big burden to carry if a person is thinking, I have the capacity to kill, and I have killed, and I'm still living in that guilt of killing. It will kill you while living, isn't it? So never live with any guilt in life. If you are doing your duty, there is no place for guilt in life. There is no place for regrets in life. Don't take someone else's words and stick it onto yourself. Because you should be clear that you are doing what is required to be done. If you consider desires, if you consider it this way, there is nothing more proper for you warriors than a battle like this. He's not just talking about Arjuna now. He's saying all warriors. If you perform in this way, the way I am telling you, if you do your duty in the manner I am telling you, that then there is nothing more proper for you warriors than a battle like this, because you are born for this day. You have become a warrior for this day. All other fights, one fight Arjuna had was for his guru, another fight for different reasons. Because the horse was sent, and the Yudhishthira did the Ashwamedh Yagya, etc. All of them were not righteous wars. They were with desire to expand the kingdom. One was for the Guru Maharaj as a Guru Dakshina. But here is a war of righteousness. It is a Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. The first word of the Bhagavad Gita is beginning with Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. This war is not a war between two within the family. It is not war between good and bad. It is the war between dharma and adharma. It is the war between righteousness and unrighteousness. This war is going on here also within us. This Bhagavad Gita war which is shown is the same war, and out of this turmoil in our mind, we have to come out victorious. So what did we say? From relativity to relative thinking, from relative thinking to relative being, the jiva. From that relative being, once we have come to realize, right now I am a father, I am a daughter, I am a sister, I am a this, I am that, I am teacher, I am student. This is relativity. Then should I do this role? Is that role important? Is this role important? Is that no? I think if I do this, what will happen to them? All this is going to make you a mess in your mind. So understand that all thinking is also relative. All thoughts in your mind are also relative. One moment you like something, next after a few years you don't like it. Everything is like that. Every thought is because of something. Every subject is coming because of object. Object cannot be without the subject. Again, relative. In breath is because of out breath is because of in breath. Again, relative. Day and night are relative. Everything in this creation, start changing your vision. And when we start, everything is, then why should I think about it when everything is a pair of opposites? Who knows it? I know it. You have come to the jiva. And once you have come to the jiva, the intelligent principle, the knower, by choice, surrender this individual, this knower, at the feet of the Lord. Or inquire into its essence. Who is this fellow? The moment you look into it, the moment you seek him out, from knowledge point of view, he will vanish. The individual will vanish. And if you find that difficult, then surrender at the feet of the Lord. Again he will vanish. He has to vanish. He is vanishing every day in sleep. So, O Partha, where are we? For you warriors, then a battle like this, you should therefore face your enemies free from guile. See, I didn't read that, but here it is coming. Guile is guilt or regrets. You should face your enemy without any guilt. That is a baggage. So when we go to Kailash, we say take minimum baggage, because as you climb high, that 1 kilo becomes 5 kilos. But people are smarter. What Swamiji knows? They carry 2-3 kgs. 1 liter of water, 1 liter of this, some tidbits to eat, and it becomes 3 kgs. And then after, I can't carry this, and now you have to look for a porter. Already I told you, carry minimum, fill it in your pockets. Don't carry big backpack, because it will be a hindrance in your performance to climb to 19,000 feet. It will drag you down. So what drags us down? Our regrets. What drags us down? What is the burden we are carrying? Our guilts and regrets. Then what we should do right now, here and now, forgive and forget all your guilts and regrets. Offer them at the feet of the Lord. Be empty. With a commitment that you will not do the same mistake again. You will not say the same words again. You will not hurt someone again. You will not manipulate, corrupt anything. Be completely guilt-free. And if you are performing your duty, there is no place for guilt. And therefore, you should face your enemies free from guilt. Need I say more? This is so self-evident. If you observe life, when you have to give suggestions, opinions to people go to people. If someone is having a difficult relationship, he goes to a couple, a family, friend who are happily married. You tell them the same thing. But when it comes into your life, you forget what you told them. Isn't it? We have got all wise words for others, but not to practice it in our own life. So, all this what we have heard today, don't teach your husband or wife. Apply it on yourself. And in this manner, the purpose of our thinking is to get out of the prison of thinking. That should be very clear in our life. And that is only, and when you can get out of thinking, out of that prison, is here and now, not in the future, not in the past, only here and now. And that is possible if you are doing what is required to be done at this moment. Again, purpose of thinking is to come out of the prison of thinking. If you are still caught up in the prison, you go crazy, you get frustrated, you get agitated, you get restless, you go mad, because the thoughts are getting the better of you, isn't it? So if we accept the walls of the prison as our reality, I am a grahastha, I am a sannyasi, I have missed out on the joys that you grahasthas are having. You have children, you have grandchildren, someone cooks for you every day. I have to do everything, house to house, I have to go and eat. You are having a good life. My life is hard. I have created my own prison. Similarly, you have created your prison. So when we accept these walls or limitations or conditionings in which we have locked ourselves up, for example, phobia is a prison wall. That I have got arachnophobia, or I have got a reptile phobia, I have got a spider phobia, or whatever. I have chosen to be imprisoned by that thought. It's in the end, it's a thought. And I am not able to break free. So the moment I look, I worry. Oh my God. So when we accept limitations and conditionings and allow the thoughts to determine who we are, then we are worrying. Then what is thinking? Thinking is that which makes us free of thinking. Thinking should be such. Therefore, there is a book by Swami, either think or worry. All those thoughts that which lead to concretization of your individuality that is worrying. If you are thinking in such a manner that it frees you as a person, then it is thinking, that is, it is contemplating. So here, as we said before, Lord is thinking. Swadharmam api chaveksha na vikampitum arhasi. Vikampitum arhasi. Don't vikampa. Don't keep shaking under this. Should I not? Should I not? Dharmayadi yadhat yuddhat shreyon yata. Kshatriyasya vidyate. You are a kshatriya, O Arjuna, and you do your duty, and not only as a kshatriya, but as a body you have a duty. What is the duty of the body? To feel heat and cold, breath, hunger and thirst, mind, likes and dislikes, intellect, praise and enjoy. Don't get disturbed by anything. That is your duty. If you remain in accept the two, then you are at their mercy. If you are the watcher of the two, you are risen above. It's so cold, gone. It's still at the below body level. And in this way, when we do our duty, swadharma, that is the verse. When we do our duty, it must lead to. It must not. When we do our duty, it must not create differences. It must lead to a common. As I said before, we are here to understand the principle, and that principle, purified mind will not work for itself. It works for totality. That totality is the commonness. See, so your duty, when you assess, are you doing duty or are you being selfish? Selfishness is not duty. It can never be duty. See, and in this way, so don't have a vikampitum arhasi. Only fight for righteousness and not for and don't be shaky in your resolve. Vikampitum arhasi means don't be shaky in your resolve. Right now we saw from first chapter till the 9th verse, Arjuna was shaky in his resolve. Sometimes flipping this side, sometimes that side, then again surrendering, then again reiterating that I will not fight. That is shakiness. That is unsure in what he wants to do in life. And with that type of attitude, when you come into the battlefield of life, everything is iffy, maybe, it doesn't work. I'm a bachelor. Now I'm married, but I'm not going to give up my bachelorhood. Abbe, it's not going to work, man. Correct or not? See, if you are married, okay, accept that now I'm committed. And this commitment to the other is going to help me to grow further, not to dig my own grave in that relationship. Relationship is there like it should be like Shiva Shakti. So similarly, that battlefield is not only outside in life, but it is that battlefield is in your mind. So have absolute clarity, clear resolve. When you always live, don't live in a gray area. Maybe, maybe not, yes, no. We will see. Yes, if your resolve is that the Lord is going to do everything, then this language is okay. But you don't know. Oh, I don't know. What are you going to do? I don't know. What are you going to eat? I don't know. But you got only two choices. What do you mean by I don't know? You got only two things in front of you. What are you going to talk about on Swamiji today? I don't know. No, but Swamiji, you are doing chapter 2. Oh, was I? I don't know. Swamiji, we have to start on verse 31. Oh, verse 31. I don't feel like talking on verse 31 today. Then, ऐसे थोड़ी ना चलता है. But clear. Come with enthusiasm, perform with enthusiasm, conclude in enthusiasm. That is inspired living. And that enthusiasm and inspiration will come only if there is clarity. There is no gray area there. You are living life and your resolve is, I am doing what is required to be done. Story over. Every moment of my existence. There is no question. If, but, maybe, no, yeah. So the Lord is saying, oh Arjuna, here before we get into the next verse, we are not going to read the next verse, or we'll read it but not talk about it, already time. The Lord is saying, oh Arjuna, what is this war you are fighting for? Are you fighting for yourself? Are you fighting for revenge? Are you fighting in resentment? Are you fighting it for your brothers? Are you fighting it to teach them a lesson? Are you fighting it for yourself? What are you fighting this war for? Till now Arjuna is not clear about it, no? Whatever thoughts, the virus that was sent, remember in the first chapter, he has just latched on to those viruses. He is not thinking, he is thinking what others have made him think. He is not thinking for himself. So now Arjuna is being asked by Krishna, Arjuna, what is the purpose of that you are standing in the middle of this war? And remember, Arjuna, you have been chosen to fight this war. You will win this war. You will win this earth. You will establish dharma. Your side is on the righteous side. You will establish the righteousness on this earth. And as a Kshatriya, as a warrior, the purpose of the warrior is to fight with righteousness or fight for righteousness, and the resultant should be a righteous living for all beings. And that is the purpose a war must be initiated or engaged into. So whether it is outside or inside, unwanted thinking is going to take us nowhere. So our fighting, watch yourself from childhood to today, so many times, so many distractions, so many times you must have done what you should not have done, etc., etc. But from the time you decided to go on this path of scriptural study, self-improvement, self-awareness, you watch, have you become a better person as a result of it, or have you gone backwards? I'm sure everyone has become a better person. There is more better. There is perfection waiting. Don't just work for better. There is perfection waiting. Let's aspire for that. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. I forgot the chanting of the verse, 32nd verse. Yadrichaya chopapannam. Yadrichaya chopapannam. स्वर्गद्वारमपावृतं स्वर्गद्वारमपावृतं सुखिनः क्षत्रियाः पार्थ सुखिनः क्षत्रियाः पार्थ लभन्ते युद्धमीदृशम् लभन्ते युद्धमीदृशम्. We'll look at this verse in our next class. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om.